Hey, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us this truth. And peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, with just another spiritual observation from the things that go on in my personal life that I like to share with the Akim. I mean, and this could be for any situation, but of course, this one's about a woman. I've been dealing with this woman for a few years now, and just like with any and everybody else, no matter if they're of the nation of Israel, of another nation, a woman, a child, we as the Lord's hopeful elect gotta stay circumspect. So of course I'm very circumspect about this woman that I'm dealing with. We don't live in the same city. I'm not gonna go into great detail, but we've been dealing with each other for a little bit, and I'm very circumspect. And because shit, really, she the only one I'm really dealing with right now. Um, I send up prayers concerning, revelation about adulterous type of behavior and things like that, respect and things like that. So, different, I'm able to discern, different things. There's a lot of stuff that the Lord has brought upon her that she thinks is a coincidence, man. Now I have briefly, all right, very lightly, prophesied to her. We got to keep things light and breezy through the spirit with some of these Israelites and, the women that we deal with. We don't go full, prophet mode on them these days. It's, that's what the highways and byways are for. And that's what, these epistles are for. So, unless the Lord put the spirit upon us to go that hard. But definitely have told her the names of Yahweh Shema Shai. Definitely told her about the mark of the beast in this coming great tribulation. All right, but the whole point of this epistle is about how these women, all right, and you're going to see that when pressure gets applied, all right, and the men that aren't serving Yahweh Shema Shai, they're going to be likened unto a woman. They don't have no faith. All right, they don't have no faith. So it's so much crap that has happened. Let's just go from a couple months ago. Just like we're all having financial woes. The difference between us and them is that we do have faith, man. And this is light work, man. To the men of Yahweh Shem Shai when it comes to trusting in the Lord to provide us with that daily bread in these financial situations. We're not worried at all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, but these women, and she claimed herself to be praying sometimes and things like that. So that's why and claim herself to want to be likened unto my wife. Okay, so I pray to the Lord to hold her at a certain standard. If a woman's calling themselves by our names, or coming in that spirit where they want to be our wives, or they actually are, we're claiming them to be our wives. Well, guess what? If we're of the hopeful elect and we're held to a certain standard, guess what? The women that we deal with are going to be held to, a certain standard as well. And all that play, all that adultery shit, all that, not following the order, all right, it's going to go out the window, and you're going to be getting chastised and judged swiftly, just like the men of Yahweh Bahashim and Hawashai. So, a while back, few months ago, we went through this before with her lack of faith. And again, I have lightly prophesied to her and told her, briefly, very lightly, I feel as if I could be a prophet of Yahweh Bahashim Shai. I didn't convey it like that, keeping it light and breezy, but still trying to, plant that seed of basically don't F with us, Don't F with me, don't F with my Akim for the other women that's dealing with my brothers out here, man. So basically she went through some financial woes a couple months ago and freaked out about, her lights getting cut off, man. And long story short, she ended up, getting the money, and nothing really came of it. All right. And then a few months go by, and we get into it like men and women do. Sometimes we quarrel, we argue and things like that for whatever it is. I don't know what the reason was, but you know, I'm always speaking spiritual towards her through the spirit, man. And I brought that situation up, and she gonna try to like boast in it and use the exact thing that I told her, against me. I'm like, uh what I told her was basically, hey, have some faith. Basically, was the theme of what I'm trying to tell her. Have some faith. Nothing has even happened. There's no need to freak out yet. It's not like you're homeless. All right, you're good. You still got your apartment. Nothing has even happened for you to be freaking out and crying. She called me, and I actually did an epistle on this. Actually, she called me, just crying, the hella long text message. I ain't even really trying to read, and we got into it. And then she gonna try to boast while we're kind of having our quarrel, talking about basically when I brought it up again about how she freaked out about her financial situation. She gonna try to boast and say, yeah, well, did anything happen? I got my bills paid, didn't I? That type of old spirit. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Please. So today, I woke up, and again, a lot of things have been happening, and again, I can't keep my eye on this woman because we live in different cities. But one thing I do is pray in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai concerning her dealings with me or my dealings with her, and making sure that I'm not getting played, making sure I'm doing everything to serve Yahweh Shema Shai to the best of my ability. And I pray, for judgment, chastisement. And one thing that I pray for, and you brothers should too, is reports. All right, because how can we testify on what the Lord is doing on to other people on our behalf if we don't get the reports, man? So you pray to the Lord to that what you pray for will be revealed unto you, and you will get that report. And they always do, man. Through the Spirit I can testify. They'll tell everything that's going on. Eventually it'll come to the light. And I'm gonna bring out a few precepts on this, but so little things have happened that she thinks is a coincidence. So all right, again, here I am serving the Lord. I took my first vacation through the Spirit of Power Yahweh Shema Shai this summer with my child. I live in Georgia. I was able to go to Cali. The Lord let me go to Cali for a few days at Universal Studios with my child. And I took her too. All right. Just trying to show mercy. I really don't like the broad too much, but I'm trying to be merciful because I desire mercy from the Lord. So I have to understand how we got into this situation, and I keep that in mind when it comes to how she deal with me. But one example, kind of recently, she was about to attempt to, and she's out, and her financial shit is fucked up just like everybody else's, man. That ain't rich. We all going through it, man. I ain't finna cap. I'm going through it too, man. But it's just I got faith. She doesn't. So she was attempting to leave the country and gather abroad. All right, her home girl lives somewhere. I don't know where the hell the girl live at. She out this country though. All right, and she's this girl I'm dealing with. She's already been in a financial hole, and she was gonna attempt to go leave the country. You know what I mean? I guess her home girl was gonna pay for it or whatever. And long story short, I'm sleep in my home, and I get my doorbell ringing. It's her. Long story short, she didn't make it. The Lord didn't let her go, man. And you got to remember, I'm diligently praying, not to get played. All right, basically, with this female. Okay, so she attempted to get her abroad. Ain't no telling what she was gonna get into. Since I've known her, she's doing on plenty trips, man. Dominican Republic, Cali out there with the home girl, just them being everywhere, Vegas, all that old shit, just gathering abroad, man. And what we do, we serving the Lord, making our bodies a living sacrifice. I'm humbling myself right now. I'm in the middle of humbling myself right now. So the Lord is dealing with me a little bit more intensely because of the sacrifices that we're making. All the brothers, man. And he ain't gonna let nobody play us, man. We can testify that. Sometimes it may take a while, but if we're doing what we're supposed to do, we're gonna be all right, man. All right, but these things happen. All right, when she came again, we live in different cities, and the Lord already bust that trip up because I was in my feelings about it, and I was very, very upset that I was having to sit here and not and endure the chastisement and the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. We don't get to have fun like that, man. We gotta be serving the Lord on a daily basis, man. We don't get to have fun and gather abroad like the women. Sure, the Lord provides us with balance, and he give us a brotherhood, and sometimes he'll let you spend time with your family, but y'all brothers know what we do on a daily basis through the Spirit. So she came down here, and man, riding in her little car, Again, she trying to get out abroad, been driving without, freaking insurance and things like that. So, in my city, right? Get pulled over. I ain't worried about nothing. I already know, hey, the Lord on her behind, man. Here you was. I'm serving the Lord to the best of my ability, and there you go, and don't even have no money. You're in the hole, and you're still trying to fucking gather abroad, man. And again, I don't know because I can't keep an eye on her, but we do know the eyes of the Lord are 10 times brighter than the sun via those holy angels that watch. And I've told her that to her effing face, that you're being watched, my sister. Just because I'm not up there keeping my eye on you, all right, you think that you can do whatever you want, man. There's a lot of adulterous situations. I don't know if she done went all the way with the adultery, but the report that I get with the spiritual discernment, it ain't good. And I told her that to her face. It ain't good. I don't know what you been doing, shawty. And there's different things that she told me, niggas being her face, niggas being face all day, every day, man. And I don't have a life, the Lord, where I'm just seeing women and interacting with women, but she do, have a type of life where niggas is in her face a lot. So again, woman being a weaker vessel, temptation, all that is taken into consideration, man. I'm not playing with you. I'm praying to the Lord diligently for revelation on your adulterous behavior, man. You know what I mean? And of course, she gets pulled over, gets a ticket, man. And I'm telling her, man, hey, this is from the Lord, man. This is from the Lord. I didn't, and in my mind, I know if she doesn't confess things to me, I can tell if she's been committing, adultery on me based off of the judgments that the Lord will bring upon her. Now, it's all type of little things that be happening. All right, like her getting pulled over. She thought she was gonna come, end up, she thought she was gonna go on that trip, end up not going, end up coming to my house by the Lord putting the spirit on her to do it. All right, and end up getting a ticket in my city, and it was just pretty rough for her. Had to come back and go to court. And then of course she, all that went to pass, and these little things that a unbeliever is gonna chalk up as coincidence, man. I pray for even little chastisements and judgments, man, because I understand the Lord has a time where he's going to absolutely execute that judgment on the entire nation of Israel, on this entire earth in relation to Jacob's trouble. I know that, but again, concerning specifically the women that are dealing with us, that's claiming themselves to be our quote-unquote girlfriends, which is likened unto a wife, all right, which is to say, our wives, man, they're going to be held at a higher standard, man. And you pray that they are held to the same standard that we are, man, for saying that they want to deal with us. You can't be called by my name and do what you want no more, all right? You're held to the same standard. So I'm constantly praying for these things, man. And I'm begging the Lord, even if it's little judgment, if I'm sitting here praying and fasting and trying to be diligent, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of my ability, I'm gonna pray to the Lord not to just let her do whatever she wants all the days of her lives. Any little thing that the Lord could do, if she be doing wrong, I'll pray that it happens. Any little bit of chastisement, you're gonna be all right. So a lot of things have been happening to her vehicle. She texts me one morning, oh, I got a flat tire. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think it comes from the Lord. All right, because recently there's this nigga, all right, that lives next door to her, and I had went up there through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem and Hawashai. It's just I'm just gonna let the spirit just go, man. Man, just the spirit, because we do live in different cities, man, and it ain't, it's a little drive, man, and there's something just told me to come up, just go up there one time, man, and kind of find out she got a new neighbor. It's a nigga, ain't a bad looking dude, no, no funny business, but we Israelites, man, he don't look like a crackhead, I'll just say that, and he got a girl over there. And it was just all type of shit that I was just just seeing. She don't smoke Black and Miles, and I found a Black and Mild, and I'm questioning her about that, like, whose is this, and she came up with some stupid story, didn't believe her through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Hawashai. and just a whole bunch of stuff that I was finding. She's short, trying to figure out how this Don Julio bottle got way up there. You know what I mean? On top of the cabinet, shit like that I'm seeing. And then I see the dude while she's at work. I see the dude next door. We make eye contact. And it was just something about looking at that guy. But anyway, the dude, she smoked. You know what I mean? We working on it, man. She smoke, and the dude sell weed, man. And he next door, and he be inviting her over for drinks and shit like that. Just temptation. I don't know what they got going on, man. But I'm just painting a picture, if you will, to show you like the difference between us and what these women be doing, man, and how the Lord, is getting ready to judge these women. And you brothers pray for that, man. All right. But uh just all type of little things that I believe is from Yahweh Shem and Hawashai. So again, I painted that picture to show you brothers that niggas is in this woman that I'm dealing with face. That's the whole point of it all. You know what I mean? There's niggas around. I don't have women around me like that. You know what I mean? Because I'm enduring the chastening of Yahweh Shem and Hawashai. There's been times that I've had different women dealing with, man, especially when I was in the world. It was all the way up with the women, but now we having to endure this chastisement. You might not get the women that you want, but I try to show mercy, because I want mercy, and we've all felt short. If we felt short as men, then definitely the women. So we do have to come with a certain mercy, because a lot of them ain't gonna be virgins that we deal with right now. So we just have to deal with all that as in relation to our punishment. But anyway, with her boasting like that, when I had the conversation about not freaking out and having some faith, and her talking about shit didn't nothing happen type of situation. Here we go again. I wake up with a long text message this morning, and she's crying and freaking out because she's getting ready to lose her car. She says she's 65 days behind paying her car note, and the folks are calling her and they're attempting to take her vehicle, and I'm all for it. And I'm wondering why the Lord keeps plaguing her vehicle. It was like 2 times she called me within like a month about her tire getting flat, and she could, I think she maybe using that vehicle. Okay, think about this, woman. Are you using that vehicle to be a real help me unto me, and to serve Yahweh Shem Shai, and serve me? Or are you using that vehicle to go to work, do God knows what, and to gather abroad? So I think as a man that's growing in his wisdom and discernment, I think the Lord is plaguing that fucking vehicle and showing these things and revealing them unto me. All right. So yeah, I wake up with the long text message this morning. Just talked to her. She was, oh man. And this is what I said, man. All right, after she hit me up with all the long paragraph, that's me on the right. I said, honestly, this, and again, we keep things light and breezy. I don't want to get in full prophet mode and really like tell her what's going on. I'm keeping it light and breezy with this weaker vessel, with what we have learned how to deal with these women, a certain way. We don't go all the way, but I'm saying, hey, honestly, this sounds like a test, and I put it in, quotations, because she already know what I mean by that. I just don't want to say, hey, this is a test from Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashai, but hey, this is a test, right? Have real faith in the Lord, and not even, I've told her the name Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashai, but I'm gonna just say, hey, the Lord, all right? Have real faith in the Lord. If you've been doing right, and what I mean by doing right is right by me and not committing adultery, because I brought this up to her plenty of times. Do not F me over, Tony, from Scarface, you know what I mean? Don't F me. Is what I've told her time and time again, man. You're being watched, and I'm saying, hey, if you've been doing right and handling your business, I ain't talking about financially, I'm talking about by me, handling your business, holding it down, not being weak to temptation, you're gonna be just fine, man. All right. And then right down here, she say, this is not a test. It is just a shitty ass life. And what I discern from that is her lack of faith, her lack of acknowledging Yahweh Shem Hawashai. When it hits the fan, she talk a good game, talking about, I pray, every now and then, or whatever she be, I ain't trying to hear none of that for real. That weak ass, I mean, it is what it is. We really do this. We can discern the women we dealing with. She ain't talking about nothing on the spiritual side. She just, Just like any other black person, you know what I mean? So-called black person that think that they really have some faith. They don't. But again, this is not a test. It is just a shitty ass life. So that means that she, is completely disregarding, the chastisement and judgment of Yahweh Shem Shai, and she think that this is just life coincidence. Now, again, I'm doing my due diligence in trying to instruct this woman in righteousness and try to show her that, guess what, dummy? Nothing, that happens on this earth, nothing that happens to you is a coincidence. Whether it's, slipping and busting your behind, which she has, or whether it's your tire, getting flat, whether it's you, being broke, whatever have you, nothing is a coincidence. She really don't believe that at all, man. And again, I believe through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai that there's, two reasons that these things are happening, man. Either she's been indulging in some type of adulterous behavior. Like I say, I laid it out. I laid it out all on the table. If you even got a nigga in your face, anything other than kind of like high and by, or the realm of high and by, to me, that's likened unto adultery, man. All right, all the way up to, actually doing the deed, man. So for me, man, just through the spirit, I think that this is the Lord revealing this woman's wickedness, all right, towards me, all right, and it's being revealed, and she's being chastened, and soon to really take that chastisement up another level and be judged. Now, again, two things are happening. It's either that, or this may be, a woman of the hopeful elect, and the Lord is just chastising her to strengthen her, because that's what we go through. We go through our chastisement, and it strengthens us, because eventually, we respond accordingly, and we keep our faith, and we keep our integrity, all right? Because I'm going through the same type of financial woes, man. Hell, I'm behind on some shit, but guess what? The difference between me and her, I have faith. And just like when I said to her, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're going to be fine. What I really mean, if you're serving Yahweh Shema Hawashai and making your calling and election sure, it's going to strengthen your faith, because in relation to the Lord's mercy, you good. And I ain't saying that we're perfect, and I'm not saying that we're without transgression. I'm saying in relation to giving diligence to make your calling and election sure. See, faith and works go hand in hand. That's why the Lord say faith without works. All right, and that's really these acts of faith, and the reason why we do these epistles, go out on the highways and byways and actually live what we're telling the people to do by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, is because of the faith. They go hand in hand, you see. All right, so me being in the similar damn situation, behind on bills, the reason why I'm not freaking out and thinking I'm gonna lose my house, all right, or whatever, is because of the faith and the works combined. If I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do, I was out here indulging in orgies and shit, because I used to, man, you know what I mean, back in the world, you know how I go, and engaging in all type of lewd behavior or whatever. I wouldn't really have the confidence and faith like she doesn't, right? So it's the same thing, because you're not a righteous person, my sister. You're a woman. You're the weaker vessel. And I just talked to her about this yesterday or the day before, about how the woman is the weaker vessel first and foremost, spiritually, not strength wise, not physically, and even though it manifests to that, yeah, but it really is talking about spiritually. You're the weaker vessel, which means you're more susceptible, all right, to being tricked by the enemy, to being filled with spirits. And she don't pray and fast. And the Lord taught us about fasting, how some of those wicked demonic spirits can only be cast out through prayer and fasting. There's only so much I can do for her, man. If she don't, pray and fast herself, then those spirits are going to always be on her, and she's not going to be able to get rid of them. So she's probably, been susceptible to temptation and falling into that. She's already gathering abroad. I already can't keep my effing eye on you. If you think you're going to play us, you're sadly mistaken. And that stuff like that make you go harder for your Yahweh Shema Hawashai. I'm very adamant right now about not getting played about these women. And it ain't just me that I pray for, the Akim as well. I'm I'm praying for these women not to play us. And if they are, it's just going to be something that we have to endure. But I pray that the Lord does judge them, regardless, not be a respect of person, which the Lord is not. And he's going to judge them, and he's going to reveal these things unto his real men. If we're doing everything we're supposed to do to the best of our ability, all right, the Lord is not going to let a single person play us. Yeah, he, through the process, and we do know persecution is coming, and it's going to get very janky, and they're liable to put their hands on us like they put their hands on Malachi Hawashai, all right, and that's something that spiritually we're getting prepared for. But especially as it relates to the women that we're dealing with, y'all are not going to play us, all right? It is what it is. So let me bring out these precepts, man. And I'm so thankful, man, because I pray diligently, that I'm not getting played. Because I don't, for what it's worth, man, for this kingdom, I don't have a life. The Lord, he gives me balance in my daily bread, but I'm not having fun and going out like they be doing. You know how Eve is when it comes to like can't sit her ass down nowhere. Eve got a serious problem not being able to sit down, and that's just something else I was just telling them in relation to me fasting. I say I'm detoxing because again, I keep it light and breezy with that one. I don't want to go into extreme details of how hard I work through the spirit, trying to get my life together, as it relates to Yahweh Shema Shai. Just be like, yeah, I'm detoxing, which I mean, fasting is detoxing. But I forgot where I was going with it, man. I'm so my mind everywhere. But I do know this though. Luke 12 and verse 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known, man. And that goes for every single thing. Look at the diddler, P. Diddy, right? And just everything. Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, all these things, man. People would chunk that up as coincidence. No, nigga, this is the words of Malachi Hawashai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, telling us that nothing that's done in the darkness, it's all going to come to the light. Nothing that is covered shall not be revealed. So yeah, adultery, or just any manners of wickedness that involves the nation of Israel is being revealed, just like it was revealed who the wicked nation was, Esau, Edom, and who the wicked man was, Esau, all right, and who the true Israelites was, you so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans that have been scattered throughout the earth. It's all being revealed. It was once covered. Now it's being revealed. The names Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh is being revealed, man. So, nothing, and especially if you diligently pray without ceasing for specific things, man, all right, your children, all right, and especially the women that we deal with, man. Especially for you brothers that's in the same boat and can't really keep your eye on a woman, not to trust that motherfucker, and it ain't no fault to her necessarily. It's just how it is, being that she is the weaker vessel. She don't have no faith. When these, it was all good just a week ago, and she was boasting because the Lord, for whatever, his will, all right, let her get out of all these situations. And there's more situations, but I don't want to make this too long, man. All right, so every situation that comes, she end up getting bailed out, all right, and then it comes again, then it getting bailed out, then she end up boasting like it's all good and still gathering abroad. I'm still lightly telling her to sit her ass down somewhere, all right, stay in the hole for a damn a month, sit down, stay in your apartment, cook. But nope, she just want to always be moving, man. And it's being revealed through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shema Hawashai. I take everything that I see through the spirit and put it all together, and I've came with the conclusion that this woman has been doing me wrong in some form or shape. You know what I mean? Again, has she absolutely slept with another man? I don't know. Okay, but I do, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, praying, being receptive, having a gift of discernment. I think that it's definitely some adulterous type of behavior going on, and all these things, these calamities are happening. Remember, she tried to go out the country. The Lord said, skirt, brought her back to my house and pulled her ass over in the city, And again, that may be a light thing to an unlearned individual, but I know it's just judgments that are building up, and eventually the Lord gonna really bring some real judgment. First, it be a little bit. That's how it started with me. How the Lord was dealing with me. Little things kept happening, little things, and then eventually I'm in jail. to the point where, I'm scared of Yahweh Shem Shai now. So I'm moving with a certain fear, because he brought, the right amount of judgment upon me to really, humble me and put that fear in me. But, if I guess a flat tire ain't enough, getting pulled over ain't enough, having to worry about losing your apartment or your car ain't enough. And watch it just go up and go up. And eventually the Lord is going to take her vehicle, or the Lord is going to bring some real judgment. I've done testimonies about my baby mama. She was number one on my quote unquote hit list because, I've dealt with her, most intensely, being that she is the mother of my child. And you know how it is with Eve, they wicked. But I've said this in plenty of epistles as of right now, that my baby mama has lost pretty much everything. And I'm talking about family members, her mama, her daddy. She caught herself trying to get married. Her husband left her, and her child ended up going to prison for quite a long time. All these things that she was trying to boast, and just be wicked towards me, the Lord took all that away from her. Very, like, within the same season, she lost her mother to cancer. I don't know how her dad died, but this is, do not, offend the Lord's little ones, man. The Lord told y'all idiots that, man. All right, if you offend these little ones, it's likened unto you offending Yahweh Shai himself, man. So he gonna deal with you, and because sentence against an evil work isn't executed, speedily, right away, it's set in the hearts of man to do wickedness, man. All right, and the same thing that's what's happening with our people as a whole, man. All right, just because the Lord don't bring that top notch judgment to really sit you on your ass, you'll think that you can do anything you want. All right, but if, hey, you brothers, you keep on praying to Yahweh Shema Hawashai for all the situations, but this one is just specifically for women that we deal with. And because it's getting, you see prophecy happening, man, a lot. Wars and rumors of wars, man. Babylon the Great is getting their boots on the ground for the big war. Call Yahweh Shema Hawashai. That's a sign. All right, things are moving forward, man. You see more brothers out on the highways and byways, man. This is probably gonna be the last little push for the brothers to get out there, man. That's a sign. All right, all these judgment that's starting to happen. All right, that's a sign. Hell, who, and I said that before when we first started hearing about the P Diddy situation. Don't you wicked ass Israelites fix your mouth to say nothing about that boy when y'all done did the same thing. What, these freakouts he talking about, nigga? Please, that, especially in Atlanta, that shit is going on a daily basis. I know. All right. Everything that man P Diddy guilty for, half of our nation do the same thing on a weekly basis. The weekend come, they be having their own freak offs. Don't be so quick to cast judgment. All right. Now we, through the Spirit, do it because, again, we're given diligence to make our calling and election sure. We're able to take rebuke, all right, and move forward and respond accordingly. 2/3, they can't do it, man. And it's getting time that we finna see the full judgments take place, man. All right, and it's gonna start with the nation of Israel, and it's gonna start, with these women, man, that they're dealing with us, that claim themselves to be, wise, of the men of Yahweh, or the hopeful men of Yahweh, Shema Hawashai. They are not going to play us. And again, I stand ready to show mercy to a certain degree. There's always a line you're not finna cross with Yahweh, Shema Hawashai, or his men. Make no mistake about it. You're not just gonna just do whatever you want, and we just gonna be merciful, and we ain't gonna, ain't gonna be no friction. Don't get it twisted. But because we understand we have to have mercy from the Lord, and we seek that ultimate mercy to attain salvation, I stand ready to show mercy to her. I always ask her, hey, if you been, and I keep it light and breezy, if you messing up, if you done did something, hey, I can show mercy, but you better fix it. You better stop it. A lot of shit, I don't even want to know. I just let the Lord reveal it to me the way that he does, man. I don't need to know you sleeping with another man. I'm just see what the Lord be doing to you, and then that I'm gonna have my answer. And then we gon' I'm gonna handle it through the Spirit, like how I want to handle it through the Spirit. If I still want to deal with her, it is what it is, or not. I'm gonna deal with that the way I want to deal with that. The whole point of this epistle is they're not gonna play us, man. And everything that's done in the dark is gonna be brought to the light, including adultery, man. All right, we had to pay for our adulterous behavior as it relates to serving the Lord. All right, now it's gonna be y'all turn, man, because you women out here are absolutely wilding out, man. How I only took one vacation trip the entire time I've been grown, but you done been all over this earth. Girl, stop. All right, like straight up, we talk like that. I'm from Georgia, man. We talk like that. All right, let's go to Matthew, man. Got a couple precepts, and that's it, man. I just had to get it off my chest through the Spirit, man. All right, Matthew 4 and verse 7. Yahushua said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. And that's what old girl was doing when she was boasting, when the Lord had spared her, from losing, getting her lights cut off or losing her apartment. A couple months later, here she is boasting, talking about, oh, did I lose? And I'm like, you was freaking out. Last time you was freaking out, I'm good. I'm good. Nah, this just stuff just happened. Cause I'm always, conveying that nothing is a coincidence. Every time some shit happen, anything bad to happen, I'm on it. I'm telling hey, this is, from Yahweh Shema Shai. She don't believe that, man. She don't believe that. But quick to talk about she pray, or quick when it really go down to be crying out and then trying to seek the Lord when shit didn't hit the fan. That's how our people are. A lot of our people are like that. Don't want to really try to pray and call upon the Lord diligently until their ass is in the fire. And it is what it is, man. Again, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. Don't tempt Yahweh Shema Shai, boast and shout it, because that's what she was doing. And there's a lot more to it. But again, I'm trying to keep it kind of light and breezy, with my brothers in this epistle, man. Don't tempt, Yahweh Shema Shai. And guess what? 2/3 as a whole are tempting the Lord, because the prophets are out there telling right from wrong, man. Telling you what to do, what not to do through the Spirit of the Lord, man. All right. The Spirit that the Lord gives us, we able to, tell y'all right from wrong. And if you heard us, and she seen the prophets, she didn't say she seen them guys out, them whatever, however she said it, them dudes out there on the street corner. She done seen the prophets, man. Done heard the prophets, man. Hell, the Lord done sent, her a prophet, Lord willing, a hopeful prophet. All right. So if she not hearkening, and the rest of these Israelites are not hearkening, guess what? Ultimately, that's tempting Yahweh Shema Shai. And especially when you talking, a big game, when I'm up in here trying to, give you some spiritual guidance, and you just disregarding everything I say just because the Lord spared your ass. And then as soon as some shit happen, you freaking out and crying with your lack of faith ass. Talking about this ain't a test, nigga. My brother just did an epistle talking about it's all just a test. I was able to receive that, I was able to receive it all day. They're just tests, man. Especially if you got faith. And again, what strengthens our faith is the action, the works behind the faith, man. Being charitable, all right, giving diligence, doing these epistles, linking up with the brotherhood. All these things is what strengthen our faith when the Lord brings those tests. So just like me, again, I'm in the same type of financial situation, man. But the difference is I got some faith, man, through the Spirit of Prophet Yahweh Shema Shai. I'm not freaking out. I'm not worried about losing my house. I ain't paid these folks my mortgage, bro. I'm fine. You know what I mean? I'm good, fasting up, making atonement for my own personal transgressions, just in the Spirit, and I ain't worried about nothing. Not worried about nothing. And I don't mean that with a boastful spirit. I mean that coming humbly. I'm fasting right now, feeling pretty weak but strong in the Spirit. You see what I'm saying? And it strengthens my faith. So I believe that the Lord is with us. I believe that the Lord is with those brothers, man, of Great Millstone, and the brothers that, teach the same doctrine. I believe that. Same thing, man. I believe that the Lord is with me. So when these little tests come, we're able to pass the test. You 2/3, if she's a 2/3, I don't know, or who knows, man. But for the 2/3, man, y'all ain't got no real faith. You so-called Christians, y'all ain't got no real faith. And guess what? That's what that mark of the beast is for. That's what that hour of temptation is for. All right. The Lord said he's gonna try everybody, all right, with that mark of the beast. And it's gonna be so much pressure. And every time we hear our people talk a good game when it comes to having some faith or believing in the Lord, casual conversation, yeah, God got me this, God got me that, she wanted them, God got me, motherfuckers. But when it hit the fan, it's absolutely out the window. There's no faith, there's no mentioning to the Lord. It was some more of them text messages, man, all right, that I ain't want to bring out. But I mean, where's your faith at, my sister? You was just telling me you want me to kind of like, you want us to be like closer. And in the text message she's sending me, she's like, oh, I want us to pray every morning and, go to work after we pray. Like, where's that faith? Where's that praying at? Once you do that immediately, you should be going into your prayer immediately, seeking the Lord. But no, what are you doing? Talking shit, slick. Call me like slick talking shit, jealous that the Lord is blessing me. She don't know what I got going on. I don't reveal everything. I keep stuff light and breezy. But she think I'm just, I don't go through nothing. Just because the Lord has blessed me with a decent place to live in and things like that. She has no idea. So she talking shit, boasting. Just a few minutes ago before I did this epistle, talking shit, talking about like how I don't know nothing about suffering and things like that. Bitch, I done lost my car. You know what I mean? And all these times, I done lost everything that I have ever, obtained multiple times. She don't know all this, or she can't really recalling to her remembrance because she's so weak and so distraught because she's the weaker vessel and these demons are plaguing her mind, all right, that she's just freaking out and completely disregarding any type of faith, all right. And it's just, it is what it is. I'm enjoying it. Got popcorn on deck, like spiritual popcorn because I'm fasting. But I'm enjoying the show, man. I woke up to that, right? I woke up to that. That was a beautiful way to wake up, seeing the Lord, judging this woman that I feel like is doing me wrong. Again, I stand ready to show mercy to us to a certain degree. I ain't finna just be up here letting you, play me and just really be out here, sleeping with other niggas and stuff like that. But I can have mercy on, some flirting or some, temptation and shit because we have to, realize how we got here, but there's definitely a line drawn. You ain't finna play me just because we merciful, and the Lord is not going to allow that. All right. So in relation to like how things aren't a coincidence, like with her tires getting flat, back to back, and her getting pulled over, and all these things, so much stuff that has happened I can't even convey it right now, man. But it's just so many little things, and it's starting to build up, and it's starting to come back to back. It's starting to come back to back. This is Proverbs 20:24. This is what we mean, shawty. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? So, I mean, if you're wise enough and got the spirit, you can understand what the Lord means by this. This is what we're telling y'all. There's no coincidence. Everything that happens is sanctioned by Yahweh, by Hashem and Hawashah. So, yes, my sister, you can chunk that shit up as a coincidence. You getting flat tires, you trying to go out the country and not being able to, having all those issues at the airport, and the Lord put the spirit upon you not to go home but to drive to my home, all right, and then got pulled over. You can think that's a coincidence. I understand that man's going to other Lord. It was it had to be perfect timing for that cop to pull you over. You got pulled over in a city you don't even live in. You don't think that was from Yahweh Shem Hawashah? Of course you don't. Why? Because you don't have no faith, right? Just like most women. And for you brothers that are dealing with wives that live in a home with you, man, you just wait. Hey, either your wife is gonna be or the hopeful elect, or she not, and it's gonna be revealed that she ain't got no faith either. Cause it's all good, ain't it? It's all good when they can just still buy their groceries, they go to the movies, or everything kind of cool, go to work and come home in a comfortable house. But wait till the pressure gets applied. Watch how she becomes a demon. Watch those spirits, all right, that she didn't pray and fast away. Watch how they manifest. They're just they're just kind of like dormant right now for you brothers that's dealing with women, there may not be other hopeful elect. When it hits the fan and the pressure gets applied, they are going to turn their back on us, man. And the Lord is preparing us for this. Don't get too close to any of these motherfuckers, man. Only people we get close with through the spirit is our brothers, man. We don't trust nobody else, including our children. It been revealed my daughter be kind of making little petty ass lies concerning me, taking stuff to another level. Love my child, we love our daughters, man. But if the Lord not a respected person, I ain't a respected person either. Put a curse on my daughter, and of course the Lord's gonna deal with people the way he wants to. Just because I put a curse on them, the Lord's going to handle, that curse request, and it's all given through the spirit. He's going to handle it. It don't mean my daughter finna, perish, but she might, just have a little trouble, here and there, as she should. You shouldn't be lying on your father, Shawty. You can get it too. If my own daughter can get it, you know what I mean? It's up with everybody else, man. If my own daughter, if I got to talk to the Lord about my own damn child, all right, it'll be absolutely up with the rest of these niggas, all right? All right, and let me go to Matthew, and I'm going to leave it at that, man. Matthew 17:20, concerning the Lord's hopeful elect, right? Us. And Yahweh said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, and you should know how small a mustard seed is, man. Very, very, very small. Okay, so the Lord is saying that if you have just a little bit of faith, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Oh, there it is right there. How about this kind of going now out but by prayer and fasting? Hey, that's the spirit, man. I didn't even realize that was right there behind that precept. I was just talking about that, praying and fasting about them demons. But the whole point was all you need is a little bit of faith, and it's being revealed that the woman don't really have no real faith. It is the Lord that gave them everything, an apartment, cars, jobs, man. They didn't have no faith to get to that point. The Lord just gave it to them, man, for his reasoning, and he's getting ready to take it away, and it's going to be revealed that they never had no faith, to begin with, man. And they don't really believe that we the men of the Lord, man. And that's what that pressure is for. It's going to expose, and we about ready to see all these things. We want to see if we got what it take, because we all individually and collectively trying to impress Yahweh Shem and Hawashai come game day. We all trying to perform at a high level come game day. And right now, this is just training for game day. All right. And if we're freaking out about little situations, how could you honestly believe that the Lord is going to bestow miracles on behalf of you and the Akim, that you can fly? You're going to be able to move at supersonic speed, disappear, that their guns, are going to jam. When they send them dogs, real dogs, right? I just saw a video again, and this is happening more and more. The police dog, they come out, and the damn police dog is turning on the police. That's likened unto a darn Jacob's trouble, whether they're robot dogs. All right, if we got the faith of a mustard seed, they'll try to send them robot dogs or drones, and you know what? Malfunction, and then boom, them robot dogs and them drones, end up just completely annihilating the ones that sent it. The wicked men that try to kill us, because that's what they're going to try to do. All right. And you got to have, faith. And again, these are all just tests, man. It's all just a test of faith, right? And obedience. Don't forget the obedience part. You got to be obedient to have your faith to grow. Because they go hand in hand. You're not going to be obedient if you don't have faith in the Lord, because you're going to be like, why am I doing this? But we know why we're doing this, because we actually believe. Y'all don't. Y'all just talking that won't he do it shit. You just talking that God got me shit. You ain't got no faith out here, and it's really pissing me off, man. Really pissing me off. And it ain't just old girl. It's 2/3 as a whole. It's this earth as a whole. It's Esau Edom. You know what I mean? The rest of these punk ass heathen nations, man, walking around here. Them folks over there in Dubai, living, driving gold Lamborghinis and shit. Them Ishmaelites and all that over there, living it up. Them built them a little paradise over there in Dubai. It's pissing me off. Right? That's to say, it's really upsetting how about Shema Hawashai, the things that are taking place on the earth. Here you have the Lord's hopeful elect doing what they need to do through the Spirit, and then you got everybody else just enjoying the earth in its wickedness, and we can't even enjoy the earth, man. But I ain't even seen a half of the damn earth as much as some of these women, these islands, man. I ain't seen that type of water. I ain't got a chance to go nowhere, and it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. But I be damn if they're gonna continue to do it as we creep up on prophecy. All right, judgment is getting ready to happen on a mass scale. All right, you can talk that P Diddy this P Diddy shit you want. You better check yourself out. You better examine yourself, because I guarantee you're guilty of the same thing that man has been doing, man. It's just he got enough money to do it on a whole nother level. Got enough money to get all type of crazy drugs we don't even know about, right? The best of the drugs, intoxicating people, and just got their money just to keep doing it, man. People in the projects do the same thing. They be having freak offs too, bro. All right, so don't be so quick to cast judgment, man. But with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Till next time, Shalom.